Hello, I'm Colin Campbell at Ecophon's International Acousticians Seminar in Båstad in southern Sweden. Joined by Andrew Parkin from Cundall. Andrew, welcome.
Thank you.
How are you finding the conference so far?
It's very good, yes, very diverse, very refreshing. A lot of very interesting papers, a good mix of papers on all sorts of different subjects, which helps to keep me awake and responsive. Having a short attention span, it's always good.
Yeah.
So no, it's been very good, and good hospitality.
Good, good. You've read your own paper, but apart from your own paper so far, anything else caught your eye specifically?
Yeah, I enjoyed Lily Wang's talk, so it's very useful, especially as we're one of the sub plots for this conference is that our UK BB93 committee are meeting when we can find 5 minutes here and 2 hours there.
Yes.
And we're actively debating at the moment what should be the internal noise levels in classrooms, what should be the reverberation time in classrooms, and hearing what the US perspective is and what other countries are finding are acceptable, are very useful to plug into that discussion. And
your own paper, you're looking at more diverse, flexible, open spaces.
Yes, and I think that tends to be the way things are going. People want diverse and flexible spaces. That the budgets are not there to have one space for every activity. So they want one space. Well, for example, in a school, they will want a multi-purpose hall which they can use for assemblies, for music, for drama, for exams, and maybe for teaching as well. And we've got to try and tell them what the limitations are of those spaces and how to make them work for various scenarios. Yeah, I mean, open plan is huge now, certainly in the UK. Almost every school has open plan areas. Every office is open plan now, very few cellular spaces. And so rather than just pretend that they'll all go away, if we wish hard enough, we just have to try and make them work the best that they can. Offices are relatively simple because adults tend to be a bit more predictable and you have fixed seating. But it's certainly the way that the economy is driving things at the moment. In offices, everything is much to do with refurbishment and remodelling. So you can design the building and you can design the acoustics around what people are going to be doing, and so design the buildings inside out, which is great because you can tailor it to the needs of the individual, rather than the way that we've traditionally done everything, where you've designed a speculative building and then try and put people inside. With schools, you can't do it quite so easily, but what we're telling people is that we need to be part of that design process when they're looking at the way that they're going to teach, the furniture, the fixtures that they're going to use, and to try and accurately portray the way that they're going to be doing things in the real life running of the building by computer modelling, and then showing them what the limitations are, what the downsides are, and then telling them what they can and they can't do in the space, so that when it comes to using it, they don't get a nasty surprise when it doesn't work.
What else are you looking forward to over the next few days?
I mean, the workshops tomorrow will be interesting. I'm chairing the workshop on education, which will always be interesting, again, to find out in a more informal and interactive environment what other people and other countries do and the way that they tackle the same problems that we have, because we've all got the same issues, but different cultures apply different methods, so that'll be interesting. And
it's interesting to hear what other continents, never mind countries, or approaches are.
Absolutely, and that's the real value of an international conference, in that you're not just hearing the same people saying the same things over and over again. It's just a good diversity, which makes it all worthwhile.